Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Jessalina. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video. You guys, I got my phone because I got some notes, girl. I want to go ahead and jump right on into the video. A lot of us can tend to think that this version of ourselves, this quote unquote like higher self, this version of us where we are what we're striving to become, what we're striving to be, that version of us, that version that we envision ourselves, right? A lot of us have all of these dreams, goals, ambitions, and things like that. And we think to ourselves and we think, okay, how do we become this version of ourselves? Everybody's on this improvement of wanting to be their best self or their most highest self, your more aligned self, and when we really think about that higher self, we're not necessarily thinking about like the physical aspect of it, but maybe the more feminine, maybe the more confident, maybe the more intentional woman, the more joyful woman, the woman who goes after her dreams, the woman who talks kindly to herself, who thinks highly of herself, who loves herself, right? When we think about this version of ourselves, we can tend to think that she is outside of us. The person who you really are is already, or that person that you're already thinking of is already in you right now. If you really think about it, how time works, right? If you just think about how time works, the past, the present, and the future. We know that our inner child, that little girl within us, that version of ourselves is still here in the present moment. So if that child can still be present in us, those memories, the feelings, that version of you that's already there, that version that you know that you will become, because you will become that version. But it starts with your mind already accepting and already being and already acting like her now, because she's already in you now. She's not distant. It takes understanding and accepting that she is here now. But how do you bring her here now? Like that more desired version of yourself, right? To get you up and to pick you up and to really just start moving. Okay, let's go ahead and get into the first thing. Okay, we have been taught to become this, but really we really just need to return. We really just need to return to who we really are. Like that child version in us, that's really, to me, that's really us grown. It's like just a more grown version of ourselves, right? It's how we felt when we were children, but grown, right? How can we embody the essence and the purity and the joy and the forgiveness and the love and the personality and the freedom that we had, that spark, that essence from when we were kids into now our womanhood, our adulthood, So with that being said, it's honestly shifting your mindset and understanding everything that you were taught, everything that you think that you should be or that you feel that you should be now, the people pleasing, the dumbing down, the not wanting to be seen, the not wanting to share your light, the not wanting to use your voice and speak your truth or speak the truth, to encourage, to uplift, to just share, right? We have to realize that version of us got buried. We kind of just have lived a life so unconsciously. We've just been living life just on autopilot that we have just forgotten that girl, before the world, before a man, before kids, before all of these things, just started to happen. So you really have to return. You have to return. And not in a way of like looking back, but just remembering who you are, remembering the things that truly brought you joy. You know, especially if you're feeling like numb, if you're not feeling any inspiration, if you're just feeling kind of like you have no direction, start first with changing your mindset on how you view yourself. Loving yourself as how God loves you, seeing yourself as how the Lord sees you, right? We don't want to continuously be thinking negative things about ourselves, because our beliefs lead us into the next action, our next step in life, right? What we believe about ourselves is what we truly, really, truly, truly will produce. And when you get into the reality of what you produced and it's not what you want, you can be, because this is what you have gotten yourself this far, that, and you're not happy with where you're at, it can just create a bunch of self-doubt around your ability. But if you choose to not, if you choose in that moment to not be down on yourself, but to use this situation, to use where you're at in life to elevate you, to grow you, right? Because it's all about growth. If you're in an uncomfortable situation, if you're in an uncomfortable relationship, if you are in an uncomfortable state of mind, you have to face it. And it's really, really, really hard. I get it. It's super hard, especially when you're really in the moment, in the thick of these emotions and these feelings, to really move past those feelings, right? But really, it's really to get it back to yourself, going outside, getting some fresh air, taking care of yourself, giving yourself the proper nutrition that you need, journaling, praying, talking to God, developing your relationship with the Lord more. Those things will all bring you back to who you are. You have to go deeper and tap into something a lot deeper. So with that being said, right, tapping in deeper, there are already signs, you guys. There's already signs within us that we are already this version of ourselves. Number one, with us even just having this conscious mind of seeing a better version of ourselves, but we just don't know how to get there, that means that she's already in us. That version that I see of myself, she's already in me. I kid you not. When I was little, I remember being revealed to me as a child. I seen myself now, and I was just so, I was not fast, okay? I was not fast, but I was so ready to be grown. Like, why am I 5 years old, wanting to be grown already, And when I was revealed what I was gonna look like, who I was, all my character, everything that I seen for myself, right? I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh. And I'm literally like, when I was little, I wasn't mastering, I wasn't planning, I wasn't like, thinking like, how am I gonna, no, I was just being a child, living and trusting and knowing that I was going to be her. That's all that I knew, that I was going to be her, that was me. That was me. And I was just free in that. Me now, I look at where I am now, and I'm like, okay, there's just so much more. There's just so much more that I could be doing. I just have so much more potential. I just have so much more creativity. I just have so much more. But my trauma, my upbringing, my mind, how I was, it caught up to me. Trauma, everything, it catches up with you. When you're a child and you're going through life, you're not really realizing that that's trauma, or that that's things that are hurting your feelings or whatnot. But when you get older and you get into the real world and you start having experiences and you start having relationships and you start, you get your first heartbreak, and your parents do you wrong, and you feel like everybody in the world has turned their back on you, and you're just a kid out here, just trying to figure it out. You're not even, you don't even know the next step. But once the Lord, right, he grabs you up, the Lord will grab you up, he will save you, he will secure you, he'll put you in a good place, okay? He will deliver you from your sin. He delivers you, right? He brings you through, right? Now I've been Now I've made it out of my fire. I've made it out of my tribulation. I have made it out. Okay. Now I'm here. Now I'm here. And then now it's just like, okay, now I can't move. Because why? Because I'm seeing like a projector screen of like all of the things that I can't do because of my upbringing, or because of guilt, or because of shame, or because somebody else doesn't have it. I shouldn't be able to do it neither. But instead, I really need to not be, not feel guilty, not feel guilty, not operate out of my hurt, not move because I'm afraid, not do the things that I really want to do, right? Sometimes we can just be so scared of our own potential and so scared of the new revelation that God shows us, right? Because the Lord isn't going to show you everything at once, right? The Lord got to keep you looking forward to something. He got to keep you looking forward to newer, greater, better, but also still showing you how to be content and happy now, but also, just still, all I'm saying is that the Lord gives you new revelation, and sometimes that revelation of who you will be, right? That more elevated version of yourself that you have been revealed, you can just kind of be like starstruck of your own self. You can just be kind of like you could just be just kind of like how is this gonna happen? How is this gonna happen, Lord? Like, hold on a second. I don't know how all of this is going to happen. But what the Lord has revealed to me is that I, number one, have to love myself and accept myself how He loves and accepts me. He loves and accepts you the way that you are. You have to trust and believe, as a child would, that the Lord loves you, right? Now, you are your own worst enemy. Why do we go through spiritual warfare, but literally no one is around us? This is all mental, you guys. This is all mental. So, you are your own worst enemy. You, me, us. We want to keep ourselves in this safe little bubble, this safe little secure, comfortable predicament. It's easy doing a 9 to 5 every day. It's easy having somebody tell you what to do. It's easy letting somebody else take the reins of your life and tell you how you're gonna do this. This is what we're gonna do, whatnot, and you just give your hands up and you're just like, okay, that's easy. But what's hard is taking back your control, taking back your authority, taking back your purpose, taking back your desires, taking back who you are. Who you are. Now that you're grown, you have opportunity. Now that you're grown, you have so much opportunity available to you. There's nothing or there is nothing that can really stop you if you do not want to be stopped. If you really want to get out of a relationship, you can get out of a relationship. Nobody is holding you there. If you really, really want to start creating content, you have an iPhone, you have the ability to press record. You don't know who is going to rock with you. You don't know who is really going to vibe with you and love you and want more of you. You don't know what brands or what opportunities or what collaborations or what books or what nonprofits, things that you want to start. You don't know what can happen if you don't never start. And even if you got to start small, even if you got to start as a hobby, even if you got to start just for fun, that's going to be what it takes sometimes. The revelation that's revealed to you, you have to start pouring into it little by little. Whether that better version of yourself takes care of herself more, right? Does her makeup every day, even though she's at home, even though she's a stay-at-home mom, even though she's not around anybody, Are you still going to spray on your perfume for you? Are you still going to light your candle for you? Are you still going to set the environment for you? Because you deserve that. You deserve to feel beautiful. You deserve to look good. You deserve things in life. You know, you deserve to feel good. You deserve things. Why do we think like we shouldn't, like we have to deserve despair and warfare and challenges and all of these things constantly? We shouldn't be in this state constantly. We shouldn't be down constantly. We shouldn't be depressed constantly. And I know the atmosphere outside right now. I know the reality of a lot of things right now are not great. A lot of things feel really, really, really dark. Trust me, I'm not in no fantasy land. Reality really feels really, really low right now. But at the same time, just because things feel low, that doesn't mean that there's not work for you to do. There's plenty of work for you to do. There's plenty of work for you to do on yourself, right? To start sowing into this, to start sowing into yourself, because that version of you is already in you, but only in time. We can't control time. We can't make time go by faster. We can't make time go by any slower. Time is passing regardless. I just want to let you know that, you know, by it being revealed to you, by you feeling this way, by you wanting these things, right? Not because you're coveting, not because you're envying, not because of any of those reasons, but because you truly want to just feel in control of your life. You know, that you want to, not to say that, you know, we don't want the Lord in control of our life. We have a duty and a mission. We can't not just move. Trauma, negative belief systems on you, what you settle for, you know, what you put up with, what you take, what all of that is all based on the experiences and what you've chosen to believe up to this point, right? So if you have chosen to believe something up to this point now, and you're not happy and you're not where you want to be, now you have work to do. Now you have stuff to handle. Now you have stuff to get in order. Now you have stuff to face. And it's not going to feel the best, but it is going to build you, and it is going to build your character, and it is going to produce what you want it to produce in your life. Whether you move or you don't move, you're going to produce something. And it's better to move and be in control and produce what you really want, you know, by taking the reins of your life and going after it and choosing to believe that you can do it. The woman that is in you is already trying to guide you. We don't have to be perfect. We just need space. We need space, and we need a room to grow. You have to give yourself space. You have to give yourself space sometimes from your kids. You have to give yourself space sometimes from your spouse. You have to give yourself space from your family members. And you really just gotta make sure that you still have time for you. You know what I mean? And as you go, just let her rise. The same way that time came and I envisioned who I would be today, like, even though now I'm like, the revelation is so much like, how am I gonna, you know, what, like, how is this gonna happen, you know? I can't force anything. I just have to let her rise. I just have to let her be. I have to let myself rise. I have to let my child, my higher me, I have to grow and I have to bloom. So yes, with that being said, you guys, I just wanted to give you guys a loving reminder that she truly is already in you, and you know who you're meant to become. You really know who you're meant to become. And I don't want you to let this life pass you by and let you regret your life, let you regret your decisions. You know, we all make mistakes. You know, that's a part of life. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to grow. We're going to go through hard times, all of that stuff. But just let whatever predicament we're in right now, let's let it build us, right? Let's let let's grow. Let's grow. Let's not be afraid of growth, because growth is going to get us to operating, like physically being where we really want to be. Our higher self is already in us. And I really wish there was another term to use than higher self, because I feel like it's so played out. It's so played out, but truly, like, I don't know, my higher self is divine. My higher self is full of wisdom. My higher self is gentle. She's beautiful. She's a go-getter, you know, she's outgoing. She's not an introvert like how she kind of is right now. You know, you guys, I do be kind of introverted, but I don't want to be. You know what I mean? Like, I want to be more outgoing. But yeah, that's kind of, that's just a little bit, you guys. I gotta leave a little bit of mystery. I just can't let her all out right now, because obviously you guys are gonna see what she becomes, right? Like, you're gonna see. So yes, with that being said, you guys, I just wanted to give you that friendly reminder. I do truly hope that you guys are doing well. I hope you stay blessed, and I am sending love through the camera. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe. Go ahead and leave me a like. Go ahead and comment down below. I would love to talk to you guys down in the comments, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.